Good everyone, my name is Graphics. In this video, we want to reproduce the figure, which is a camera that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen using isometric projection. Now, when you hear the word isometric projection, the first thing you have to do is to draw your isometric axis, right? You draw your y-axis this way, and you draw your x-axis this way. And also you do the same thing here too, this way. All together. Now once you've done that, the next thing you have to do is to get the entire length and the entire width. Are you with me now? So the entire length here, if you look at this figure very well, this length from here to here is 15 plus 15, and that is what, 30, and the 30 plus this 20 is giving us what, 50, right? So I'm going to measure 50 from my reference point here, from 0 to what, 50 all together. So from 0 here, I'm going to measure what, 50, right? That means the first, this is 50 we have here, and the entire length is given from here to here, and that is 100. So from 0, right, from this point here, 0, I will measure what, 100. Hope you can see that. And I will take my set square and I'll project this point upward. So remember, you are placing your set square and your t-square. So if I place it here, I'll take this upward this way. Then I'll move to the next one and I'll take it upward this way. Hope you can see that. Now, the next thing we're going to do after doing that is that we know the height is given to be the 50 plus this 10 plus this 10, everything making what, 70. So the entire height is what, is 70, right? So I'm going to measure 70 from the center here. I measure my height of 70. 0 to 7 is 70, right? And I am going to close it up. So what I did at this point here, I'll do it at the top point here too. Place your t-square, your set square, your t-square, and you move. Then you connect this to this, right? You do the same thing here too. You connect this to this. You come here too, you do the same thing too. You connect this to this. And you close them up. Well, you can see what we just did here, brought out this box. So from this box here, we are going to carve out the camera, right? So the first thing we have to do is to measure, to measure from behind here, start from the back. So from here to here is 30, so I measure 30 backward. So from 0 to 30, from 0 to what, 30, this is what we have here, right? And I'm going to take it up. That is what we want to work with all together. So we'll cut it out from there. So we are cutting it out. So we can see that what I actually need now is the plane of 1, 2, 3, and 4. That way I'm focusing on. Now the next thing is you measure a height of 60 upward. From here to here is 60, so you measure it upward. So I measure 60. I can try to take any of these points. So let me just take here. So I measure 60 upward. From 0 to 6 is 60, right? And I'll close it up. That again. I'm going to pick it up. Go this way. First of all, use your front line. So this is what we have. Now, aside doing that, we start with other plane. So I can just complete this too. So let's do that too. From this point, I'll draw my line straight ahead to touch this last point. And from this point, I'll draw my line to touch the last point here. And I'll close them up here. As you can see, so I want to start drawing on that plane there. So the first one we have, we start from here to this end here, is given to be what? 35, as you can see from the diagram, right? So I'm going to measure 35 from that plane there. I'll measure 35 from 0 to this is 35. I'll do that for the other part too. From 0 to this is 35. That again, these are the 2 points I'm working on. So I'll just take my meter rule, right? And I'll connect it from this 35 point here. I'll draw a line that will move from here to touch the other end here. I'm taking it. You can see that. And the angle of this line to this baseline here is 45. So what I'll just simply do is to measure an angle of what? 45 from that plane, right? So before I do that, I'll also take in from here, placing it on your T-square, very important. Then from this point, I'll draw a line that will touch the stop here. Hope you can see that. So we have 45 degrees, right? So what I can do is I will take my protractor, this is what I want to do, and I will ensure I place it to be, this line should be on the same line as this. Can you see that? Let me put it very well. So that is the line of 0, right? And I'm going to mark 45. Is that okay now? So I'm going to mark what? 45. So this is my 45 here. The angle of what? 45 degree. That is why I'll now take my compass and connect that point, faint line first. And see what I did? So once I've done that, I'll now take my set square and I'll move from this point. Wherever I touch that point will be where I will stop. So the angle between here and here is what? 45, right? So I'll do the same thing here. I'll just take this other 35. Now I measure from here to here to be 35. So I'll take it up, faint line, right? And I'll thinking from here to this point, right? And I'll take this way also, faint line. And I'll close it up to from this point. I'll take it from here to this point. All right. So once I've done that, I can easily just take my meter rule. You can see that, and I'll measure the same 45 I want to. If I want to do that, right? And I'll take in here too. Is that taken? Then I'll bring it down. if I just trace this from this line, touch this line here, front line, and I'll bring this down, front line, I can easily connect this to this. Right? And I'll close it up. All good. I can easily take it from this beginning straight down to the end. Right? Now we proceed. Now in doing that, you can still take down here this point from here straight down, taking here too. From here, you take it down. From here also, you can take it down. You can also take it from here too. Now, I'll show you the diagram above. Right? Now, and here also, I can do the same thing here too. They're taken. So we proceed. You can close here too. Now, if you look at this closely, there's a figure here. Now, to get to that figure, right, you're going to measure 15 from this part here. You measure what? You measure 15. So from here, measure 15. From here, measure 15. So let's do that and see. I'll show you the diagram. So this is 0. This is 15. Right? And this is also 0 again here. This is 15. That again. So from that point, see what I want to do. I'll draw a line this way. I'll also draw another line this way. Right? They're meeting here. So from this point, the length of that figure you're seeing is what? Is 10. So after you measure your 15, and you measure 15, you've gotten the center here. And what you should just do is the thickness of this from here to here is given to be 5 each. So you just measure 5 on your meter rule, right? And just pick it up from here. So from 0 to 5, right? And you place it at the center point here. And you mark 5 up, 5 down, 5 to the left, and what? 5 to the right. Choose this point I marked, or this point here. So I'll make them form a box, right? So let's take this and just bring out a box this way. On those points. So you take it up. You can measure that 5 too. Now working with 5, the height also is given to be what? 5. This is where it's 5 will be. Right? So I can now close them up, all up. So from here is 5, height of 5. I'll close it up. I'll close it up. I'll close it up. I'll close it up. Resolve to, and resolve to. Alright, so this is what we have there. Also taking out the rest, bring out this out from here, and here too. So we'll move forward. Now the next one is here also. With the same center I used to get this, I will come here too, I'll do the same center. Draw a line this way, then I'll measure 15 from here. So what is trying to make you understand this? The center from this point to this point and to this point is the same time. So I'll close it up. There'll be another center there this way. This is where the radius will be, and the radius of diameter of this is given to be 20. So it means I'm marking 10, 10 each. Right? So this diameter is 20, I'll take radius of 10, 0, 10, right? Radius of 10, and I'm going to place it here. I'll mark 10 up, 10 down, 10 to the left, and 10 to the right. That is what I am doing. So all those points, I'll make them form a box, right? So I'll just take my meter rule. I'll form a box this way. This and this, right? This and also this. You see, I brought out that box. Then I can take it up by height of 5 also, just like here. I'll take it up from here, up, here also up, here too up, and here too up. Then you measure your 5. I can just make use of this also. This is 5 from here to here. Or you can just measure your 5 directly again. Remember, from any of these two distance here, from 0 to this point is 5. Right? So I can come here, I'll mark 5. That's only one point I need, then the rest is history. So with the help of my t-square and set-square, from that point I measure 5 with my front line. I'll connect it to this point, and here to here. I'll come here also, do the same thing from here. I'll connect it 5 from here. Then I'll come here also, I'll do the same thing too. 5 at this point. Then here, I'll join it together. So this is where I'm going to draw that circular figure there. So with the principle of ellipse, this is a square, right? So I will just join the longest diagonal from here to here, right? And also can join the diagonal too. I'll just project this point up here. I'll take it up. Just need here, right? I'll mark here too. I'll come here too, the same thing too. I'll mark up and I'll mark it. This is where I'll just join together. And here too together. So they are meeting at this point here. That again, there are many ways you can go about this. Let me also bring this out here. There are many ways you can go about it, right? So what you should just do is you can connect this end point here to this point here. That's the principle of how you draw your ellipse using ordinate method. To this point here, to this point here, and this is where they are meeting. So once they are meeting here, you take your compass, place it at this end, and you connect from here to here. Can you see that? Connect from here to here. Right? And you come here too, you do the same thing, connect from here to here. And you come to this point where they meet, you place it here, you connect from here to here. And you come here too, you do the same thing here, connect from here to here. Hope you can see that. And use that for the base too. Is that again? Or alternatively, so let me taking that out and let's see. So I've taken that out. You're going to do the same thing for the other one here. So what I should just do to make time faster, I will just bring this point here. I'll bring it down to touch the next point here. This point here also, I'll bring it down to touch the next point here. Right? And I'll repeat the same thing. Is that again? So I'll just take my compass. Since I use this point here to get this arc, I'll use the other point here to get the next arc too, from here to here, here to here. Right? And if I use here, this point, I'll transfer it down to touch the other diagonal line. And this point, I'll transfer it down to touch the other diagonal line. So from that point now, I'll get the other arc from here to this point. And from here to this point. You see that? So let me taking it out. This is what we have here. Is that okay? So this is what we have here. Now we can take in from this point to this point, stop here, and continue from here to here. The rest is hidden lines, right? So we're moving forward. Now these are the buttons on it, and this is just the flashlight. If you can remember your Kodak camera very well. Now the next one is this circle at the front here. What you should do, like I told you earlier, we should get the center of this figure here from here to here. So we know that from here to here is what? Is 60. So what I'll do is I'll get half of 60, which is 30. So I'll get half of 60, which is 30. From 0 to 30. Right? And half of 100, which is 50. So from 0 to what? To 50. 0 to 50. And I'll take it up, vertical line, front line first, let's get the center. Then I'll take it this way, also get the center. This is where we are meeting. So from that point, the diameter of that circle that we have there is 50. How good is what? Is 50. So I'll just take half of 50, which is 25. From 0 to 25 is here. And I'll place at the center here. I'll mark to the right. I'll mark to the left. I'll mark up. And I'll mark down. start ticking. And once I've done that, I'll use it to form out a box. I'll use it to what? To form a box. So placing it this way with the help of my instrument, I'll draw a vertical line across this point. Another vertical line across this point. Then I'll close it up. And here up too. Right? And I'll join the longest diagonal. But before that, I will extend it out by 20. We already have the value of 20, which is what we have here. But I'll do that on this edge, extend them out by 20. Are we together? So I'll take this out. This end here too, I'll take it out. This end here too, I'll take it out. This end here too, I'll take it out. I'll just measure 20 on one of them. 0 from this point to 20 here. So I'll just close them up. From this point, I'll close this up. From this point, close it up. From this point, close it up. And here, finally, I'll close this up. You can see that? So what you should just do is join the longest diagonal as you did earlier. All good. Then you can transfer all these points here. This point, transfer it to this point. You mark here and you mark here. You come to the other point here too, this. Then you mark here and you mark here. So what I just did is just for you to get your plus sign. All together, just for you to get your plus sign. Or if you can't do that, just join the other diagonal too, from here to here. With the diagonal, automatically you now have the center here. So I can just bring it down. Can you see that? And take this here. So what we should just do, we should try. So we've gotten the first point. So from this end point here, you just draw a line that will touch this. And from this end point here, you also draw a line that will touch this. So where they intersect, the diagonal line will be the arc you need to draw your curves. So I'll just take my compass, place it here, and take it to this end here, and I'll draw an arc. All put together. I'll draw what? I'll draw an arc. Let's see that. Right? Come here also, do the same thing on this point. This point. Right? Then from this point to this point. Right? Then from this point to this point here. So I can easily taking it out now. So I've taken it out. Now the one next is the one inside, right? So what you should just do here is to still repeat the same diagonal, connect from here to here, you go to the other side, connect this diagonal to this diagonal in this fashion. Right, and you transfer the points. So the point you actually need here is this point, which is this to this point, and this point here, which is this to this point. That's what you need. And when you trace it, where this point and this point meet, they are meeting here. You take your compass, you place it there, and you connect. And you see that? Then you come to this point, you round it up. Come here too, do the same thing. So I can easily take it out now. So first of all, I can join from this end to this end. And from this end to this end. Now I can now take in the rest. Here's what we have. So I can take in the rest line out. So if I should do this, all of this. And this is coming down here. Now the next one is you measure a distance of 50 from here upward. Let's do that. As you can see, from 0 to 50. And close it up as shown in diagram. Right? So this is what we have here, but I can do some modification. This is the actual diagram, but I can just do some modification on it, and I have this. So this is what we have here, right? This is the lens, and this is the flashlight here, the button, and so on and so forth. If you've seen a Kodak camera, you get to understand what I'm trying to talk about. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.